Good afternoon.
What?
Good afternoon.
Good
Here we are,
afternoon.
finally out in beautiful Cornwall. It's a little bit grey
And windy.
and only a little bit windy.
How
It's not too
unbelievable
much.
is that?
I know, well it is Cornwall and we are in a windy area, always on the side of a hill. When
And
we
the
come out
sea's
with the
down
rod.
there.
It is, with a sea breeze.
Yeah.
So, we said on the last video, detective video, that we were going to do the ABCs of metal detecting.
This is for beginners only, mind. So if you're a seasoned detectorist, you're going to think, oh come on, this is, well, just watch it, grit your teeth, and just remember the day when you first got your detector out of the box.
And it's a light-hearted look, guys.
You didn't know what the heck
it's
you was doing,
light-hearted, yeah, it's light-hearted. So
Exactly.
we've been watching videos for my stories. I've been watching videos on YouTube for 2 years, and eventually get my first metal detector because I decided it's the hobby I want to do, and I get it out of the box and I get it put together. So I've got headphones, John.
Well, you need them.
I need those. Oh,
Especially
I've got
down this neck of the woods, because you can't hear the machine through the wind and this racket.
and I've got this that looks a bit like a,
Enterprise?
yeah, it does a
Yeah,
bit.
it does remarkably look like it.
Yeah. So what do I do then, John?
Well, you hold them.
Okay.
Well, now, the Deus has got to be one of the...
Did say it was light-hearted.
Is this
Carry
the
on.
two stooges? It's been so far today, isn't it?
Oh, don't make me snort. Oh, stop it now, come on. Be
Said nothing.
Be serious.
No, you said light-hearted.
Yeah, but let's be serious. Come on.
The Deus, I mean, it probably isn't going to be your first detector, but highly recommended, mine, because it's got to be one of the lightest detectors ever.
It is. That's the ladies or anybody who struggles, who've got any health problems, back problems,
Yeah.
or anything to do with shoulders. I had, I can't even remember what it was. I had, I think it was an E-track or something, and I sold it to Dan Holdsworth.
Mind Lab,
And
Lab,
then I had
Xterra.
Xterra, that's it, thank you. Xterra
E-track?
705.
E-track
I don't know what it was.
is about that big and weighs
It was
about
darned
300 weight.
heavy. And then I had a
You wouldn't
Garratt
have one of them.
400i, which was brilliant. I'm not knocking the Garratt, but it's still heavy. So,
They're heavy.
yeah, it is compared to this.
Yeah, I mean,
And if you're
yeah,
swinging all day, these are ladies, look at this.
it's so light.
You can hold it with, so it's really good. So then, John, the first thing to do then
What do you want to
is...
know? Oh, you know. Oh, well done.
Oh, what bit's, hang on, what bit's that then?
That's the bottom bit. That's the bottom shaft here. Now, what you've got to do, see, give it here. You know what you're doing.
No. I'm new, I know nothing.
Now you've gone broke it now. Oh, God, dear.
Needs a
Got
bit of...
sand in it or something. Well, I set mine at 2.5, because what you don't want to do, you've got to get the angle of detecting right for a start. Now I'll just do my
No, go set it up for me.
Right, there you go. Right then.
Yeah,
So what you don't want to do,
yeah.
put your arm in it. What you don't want to do, now look at this a minute. You'll just go this way so you're facing that way. You're in the camera. Where are you?
Near. I'm in a field, John.
What you don't want to do is have the coil either too close to your feet, especially if you've got little bits of metal, because sometimes there's nails and little metal bits on your shoes which will interfere obviously with your machine. You don't want it too close to you or too far away from you. If you have it too far away from you, it's going to be heavy and it's going to weigh your arm down and you're going to be knackered after 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then you'll want to go home.
Okay.
So you want it, no, I don't know. Let's have a look. Let me
I've
see.
got mine then, and I'm just under 5 foot. And this is at
you're-
not 2.5.
way too long for you.
Too
So I have
long?
mine at 2.5.
You just set that up.
Oh no, I did it for me, didn't I?
Well, I told you it's setting it up for me, not you. God. Stop it,
being
John.
grouchy.
Well,
God.
they are, see.
So you want it? Yeah.
That's better. So for Lady
Still a bit
Jane,
too far away.
it isn't, that's right.
No,
I always have it on that.
No.
John, I have it on that. I always do.
No, you need it like that.
Oh! Do you know, me and you are going to fall out. Put it back where it was. Thank
Try
you.
that. That actually still too far away for you.
Really?
Yeah, seriously.
It feels loose. It says I've cleaned it.
Yeah, well, that pin's come out and you're banging it back in. Seriously, you want it.
Oh!
Yeah, that's more like it, yeah.
Let's try that
You
one.
want it so it's only about 14 inches away, like that. Well,
Is that still too far then? That's alright.
no, that's not too bad.
That's it
But
then.
the further it goes out there, the heavier that coil's going to feel on your arm.
Right, okay.
You feel it there and it weighs a ton. You come down and down and down and down and down, it feels lighter and lighter and lighter.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So but you don't want it too close to your shoes.
No.
A, you don't want to tread on it, step
Yeah.
on it. And B, you don't want it picking up your nails and bits of metal
Right,
on your shoes.
okay, so I'm sorted with that then. I've got me level sorted, John. I'm
Right.
all tightened up on me
Yep.
lips and everything.
Check all the
Everything's
bits.
all that needs banging in. I wasn't going to lose that. That's not good, is it? And what's another important thing then, John, that I need to become a detectorist? I've got my metal detector. What other
That's
piece of
ideal,
equipment do I need?
You do your research as well. Don't just go and buy the cheapest and nastiest metal detector. Probably the best entry level detectors are probably the Garratt Aces, right, or Garratt Ace range. To be honest, I've got nothing to do with Garratt, but it's just they seem to be the best entry level machines.
And of course, it's a good one to have in case you don't like the hobby. I mean, it's not for everybody. It's not
That's
for
right.
everybody. You do think when you first start. I mean, I did. I thought that I could go anywhere. I thought I'd be able to go all over the place, and then suddenly somebody says, "Have you got permission?" And
Very good point.
That's
Very good
where detecting them becomes a little bit of a
Bit problematic.
yes, because you think that you can just go, and you can't. You can, if you're lucky enough to live on the coast, you can go to most beaches, not all, but you can go to most. But you do need a permit out of Cornwall. The Duchy is completely different, but I can't remember what it's called now. What's it called, John? You won't know, will you? That's it, Crown Estate.
Yeah.
Thank you. You do need a Crown Estate permit, and they're very easy. They're free. You don't pay for them. You just apply online, and you can get one of those. So, what else do we need then, John?
Well, the next item really is very important.
Okay.
Extremely important.
Why is that then?
Well, it's sort of obvious, really.
Go on.
It's sort of like one of these things
Oh
here.
yes, yes. Because what is the point? You've gone out with your detector. You've found
Got
something
your
in
signal,
the ground.
2 foot deep signal, mind. You've got buried in there, nice and deep. Now, don't. I must say,
in front of my face.
Oh, that was deliberate, yeah. No. Yeah. And very important, don't get a really short shovel.
Like what I did.
Otherwise you'd be bending down like this and your back will be killing, and you'd be going home after half an hour with the bad back. Be stuck in bed for 3 weeks.
Even I bought, because I'm only short, thought the best shovel for me would be a small one. So we bought this small one, and it really wasn't suitable at all, John, was it?
No, it wasn't.
So what John has very, very kindly done is taken parts of my shovel and parts of an old shovel of John's and made me a new one.
Which
Special.
is about the right height.
It is. It's great for me, this.
The thing is, what you've got to bear in mind, if you're digging a hole, that head of the shovel is going to be in the ground.
That's
And
right.
the deeper you go, the more in the ground it is.
Goes, yes.
So if you've got a shovel that long, then you're going to be, and then you're going to have to kneel down. If the grass is wet, you get wet knees, and then you end up, with
I
arthritis,
always end up kneeling
stuck
down
in a
anyway.
wheelchair when you're 50 and stuff. And
So
No.
you've got a different kind of shovel, John, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. Now, another little thing, never do this, never prop your detector up on your shovel.
Why? I do it all the time.
You do? Yeah, okay. How many times has it blown off, especially a
Well,
Deus?
that's when it's windy. It's not always windy. I couldn't have done that any better, could you? Did you knock it then? Bet you did.
No!
Bet you did.
No, I have photographic video evidence
Bet he
to
did,
show
didn't
that
he?
I was nowhere
Wait till
near
I'm
it.
going to have a look back. I bet he has, Auntie. Bet he has.
Don't do that. I see on YouTube videos, if you value your machine and you like it. Look, I got proof, I got proof. Look, here. First day out. What did I do? Oh yeah, I was watching so and so. Oh yeah, I like the way he propped it, his Deus up on his shovel like that. I propped it up, I dug my first hole, the wind blew it over and it landed on the shovel and put a great ding in my blooming shaft.
Oh, it's alright.
I hate scratch things. Look at the state. Look.
Look at the state of it. Look at the state of your coil. It's filthy. You had to go at me last week. How dirty mine is. And look
Yours
how it now. It's
minging.
beautiful. It's beautiful. Polish
Yeah,
that.
all right. Well, mine, I didn't clean mine last time.
Polish it. Look after your tools, guys.
Look after your tools.
Right.
They'll look after
So
you.
we've got our metal detector. We've got our shovel. Is there anything else we need, John?
Yeah. Well, if you're going to go out digging stuff out of the ground, you need somewhere to put them, don't you?
We do.
So you get one. You can get. You get a fines pouch.
Yeah, fines pouch. Definitely. You need one of these.
Yeah, you need one.
You can use pockets. I've seen people with nice.
Yeah.
I'd love a pair of them trousers actually with all them pockets.
Yeah,
put
like-
me- yeah, like you. Shut up.
Yeah,
He's
look,
got
crag
pockets.
offers.
Shut up,
Ideal
look.
detecting trousers.
Yeah, you can put your special fines
Very
in
wrong
there.
detecting trousers.
What? Your
Them
jeans?
are.
Why?
They them stretchy ones.
No, you don't
Oh.
stretch these. Why? Why? What's up with them? What's the matter? What?
Nothing.
What? Tell me. Is it for some? What is it, John?
Nothing.
Tell me.
It's okay. No, let's get
No,
back to the
tell
pouch.
me.
Pouch.
It's been naughty. It's been naughty.
So the pouch.
Yeah.
Generally, they've got different compartments. You've got your good side to put your good stuff in, and then you've got another side to put your junk in.
Okay.
If you take your junk away with you, you don't leave it in the hole. That's very bad practice, because you're only going to, come back to the same field. You're going to go over it again, and you end up digging up the same junk as you dug before.
And the nice thing as well that if you're in a farmer's field, you're also repaying him his kindness of letting you metal detect his fields.
Sacrilege.
You're taking away the rubbish.
Exactly.
So that's a good
And
one.
don't forget, if you do find a lot of scrap, copper, brass, lead, you can take it down the scrapyard at the end of the year, and you'd be surprised at what you can get. It's worth a lot of money.
So what would you have at home then, John?
Buckets.
A few buckets, okay. So
Loads of,
how many buckets do you think?
or
we
bags,
need?
or whatever.
Or bags.
Yeah.
So we need one
Lead.
for lead.
Brass and copper.
Brass and copper, can they go together?
You can do, but I would separate the brass from the copper.
Right, so you want
Lead, brass, copper,
lead, brass, copper.
and your iron. If you don't know what it
Iron.
is, if it's
Okay.
something interesting that could be something, just keep an eye
That's
on.
another one. I'd put that in another one. I'd have 5.
Gotta have one for your precious metals, because you
Stuff.
get precious metal, scrap, silver,
Well,
bits.
You want a little one like that.
Yeah, like yeah.
Like that for your precious stuff. just a little one like that. So one thing for me that I think is really important, John, especially when you're on the beach, well, anywhere, and that's a pair of gloves.
Yes, that's another thing.
You need gloves because you're messing with soil.
It's dirty, and
You're messing with soil.
Yeah.
You don't know. Kids on beaches, the dogs wee on beaches.
Yeah, you got muck. and
Animals, stuff. Some beaches are filthy where
That's right.
anyway. And in the fields, obviously, you don't know what's been in there. Cows, sheep, whatever.
Such disgusting things.
So
That's right.
you do need gloves. Very,
Good
very
idea.
important.
Yeah, rubbery gloves, gardening gloves, or whatever,
good.
whatever, they're not expensive. You don't have
No.
to spend 30, 40
No, you
pound on a
don't.
pair of detecting gloves.
Pair of
Just
gloves.
any gloves, like that.
So have you got any tips, John?
Yeah, there's another thing you need.
What?
I think it's a great idea.
Okay, and what's that?
I came up with it the other day.
What's that then?
Well,
Oh, yes.
yeah, well, see,
This is great, John. I do have to say, this is great.
one of these.
So what he's done is, he's gone pound shop, got three.
You get 3 for £1.
Yeah.
These fibre, what do they call them?
fibre
Microfibre.
cloths. Yeah, microfiber. Fantastic. If you do have these and you're using them at home, just a lady's tip, a cleaner's tip. Don't put conditioner in your washing when you wash them, because it takes away what it's good for.
All right. I
Yeah,
know
don't
that.
put conditioner.
Okay.
You're welcome.
So what you do, dead easy, get your microfiber cloth, and you can actually buy these, detecting ones, but they cost a blooming fortune.
Yeah.
All you need is a bit of double-sided Velcro, which comes on a roll. You can get a little bit or a lot.
Shall I be your assistant?
You
Come
can
back
do-
here, I won't be Debbie McGee.
Oh my goodness.
La, 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 la,
Oh, very good.
la, 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 la.
So you got the hook. You got hooks one side and loop the other side.
You have.
Comes on a roll.
Mhm.
X amount per metre off of eBay or somewhere, or your local sewing shop. It's peanuts, don't cost hardly nothing. And all you need, you can either use one of those little rings off a set of key ring
Now you're
rings.
just showing off. I haven't got one of them.
Yeah, but you can. Yeah, but I got a fancy one that I found at home. I
Really?
pulled
Yeah,
off summer.
yeah. Okay, whatever.
And all,
So yeah, carry on.
get your corner, and you get you there. You bend it. You just put a kink in it. Put your little loopy thing on, and you just clip it. Stick it just to the corner of your. Make sure it's all stuck, and you've got your microfiber rag. Now you can clean your hands with it, but also, most importantly, for cleaning your hands is when you find something and it's all wet and caggy and caggled up with muck and mud, and you think, ooh, I want to know what it is. Well, instead of wiping it on your trousers, I think that's absolutely disgusting. So, rubbing the blimmin'. No, it's just wrong. You use one of them.
Yeah. And if you're not posh and haven't got one of those things that John's got, all you do is, if you've got a belt on, put it over your belt. If you've got your fines bag, put it over your fines bag, over your...
Yeah, you can do that as well. Of course you can.
And like that, and then you've got one of them. And if you're posh...
No, I didn't look if it was on properly.
And if you're posh and you want find your
What's
coins,
that?
it's water.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, it's water.
It's water. And you spray your coins and clean your coins while you're out in the field. It's just a little
Just a
addition.
squirt,
Just
a little squirt.
just an addition.
Yeah.
And
then
something that you don't really need, you can live without it, is...
No, you can't. You can't live without that.
You can,
No,
John.
you
You
can't.
can.
No.
I found stuff, because mine's playing up. My character's playing up. I found stuff, and we will go into that as we're detecting different ways of locating your coins. So we'll do with a carrot, and we'll do without a carrot, just so you can see that you don't have to have one. They're great as an addition, but you can still metal detect without a carrot.
You can, but it's a blooming nightmare.
Yeah,
Especially if you're picking out little small diddy things.
Yeah, but it's still possible.
Yeah.
Just because at the end of the day, metal detecting is an expensive hobby to get straight into, can be an expensive hobby, and all these little extras cost money. And if you've got a partner that doesn't understand metal detecting, they don't want you spending £100 on a pinprinter. So, it is true.
Bravo.
Thank you. Any other tips while we're doing tips before we go and get our metal detectors going?
Well, sometimes when you're out in the field, to be honest, I seeing us in radio communications for 28 years, radio.
Oh, yeah, if you're out with your buddy.
Yeah.
If you're out with your buddy, you're one side of the field and I'm the...
Hello? Hello?
Hang on. Hey up, Doc! Are you right, Doc? Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm doing alright, my lover. Fine, over and out, and rubber-ducky, etc, etc, etc. Thank you very much. Over Oh, they did on the detectors.
Yeah, over.
Over.
Yeah. The best one is woohoo! What you got? What you got? What you got?
You didn't say over.
Yeah, I didn't, did I?
No.
Over.
Thank you very much. Oh, so you don't need that.
No, you don't
So
need that.
them are just a added bonus. So if you're
Very
out with your
handy.
buddy, they are. So you can go woohoo! I found something, and then you can meet up and see what you found, which is great. It's great. Metal detecting is fantastic if you want to be a loner, but it's fab if what are you laughing at? It's true. What are you laughing?
lone
People
wolf.
do. Bit of a loner and you want to go metal detecting on your own, that's fine. But it's more fun when you've got a buddy to go with.
Of course it is.
I love going metal detecting with our John. He's my best detecting buddy.
Yeah, that's right.
But if there's anybody closer to where I live, no, we're kidding. I travel. I come down once a week, don't I, John? And I travel. I do travel. In Cornwall, you have to understand that down the road isn't really down the road.
It is. It's only down the road.
Yeah, 43 miles down the road. And in 43 miles doesn't sound a lot, but when you go in Cornwall, it's farther somehow. It is, John, isn't it?
If it was just straight with no traffic, I suppose it would be easier, but the traffic doesn't help, does it?
No. Oh, and I forgot in my last video to say John very, very, very kindly surprised me with a new pair of boots. You do need good
vital.
footwear. It's vital.
Especially
Good
winter
footwear
time.
when you're out detecting. And John bought me these fabulous, I'll do a photograph of them later, Peter Storm leather boots.
Waterproof, by the way.
Waterproof boots.
Waterproof.
And they're amazing. I will take a photograph and show them to you in situ on my feet.
You don't want to be walking around a fly in the mouth. Disgusting. You don't want to be walking around a field for 8 hours with uncomfortable footwear or wet footwear. There's nothing worse than soggy, wet footwear. I got a spider in my eye now. Oh, come on. What the heck's going on here?
And you need good socks. Good socks, good boots.
And you've got to wrap yourself up like a dog's dinner.
You have. I have. I've got underwear, vest, thermal top, t-shirt. I'm just doing the layers. T-shirt, sweatshirt. I've left me scarf and hat in the car because it's quite nice. Body warmer. So I'm all set, John. I feel great. I feel warm. My hands are warm because there's nothing worse than cold hands, cold feet. You feel cold, don't you?
That's right. You got right.
And
exactly
so
right.
there we are. And if I do get cold, I've got 2 hats. Look.
2 hats.
One
Oh
like that
my
one.
dear luck.
And
Hey,
that one like that.
you're not going to the North Pole.
Well, I'm a
No?
bit nash at times, John.
Yeah, when you get walking,
I get a bit nash. Right, okay, so we've done that. We've done the basics. I can't. If we think of any more tips, we'll do them as we come along. Right then. So I have my receiver on the earphones on my dais. John has his on his wrist.
which I keep looking at to see what the time is, unfortunately, like a right prize turnip.
Right, okay. Naughty. Sorry. So, how do I switch my dais on, John?
Well, basically your machine's going to have an on-off button. With the dais, it's one button for on, which is that one there.
Yeah. Says on.
Says on. That's sort of logical. So you turn it on there, but
Right,
you've got to make sure your coil
That's what I'm waiting
is
for.
away from anything metallic.
Right, we've got overhead cables.
So you know,
you lift it
I
up
just generally hold the thing up,
and switch it on.
turn it on, and wait till the coil connects. There's a little flashy thing, a little coil, just flash, and then as soon as it comes on solid, it's connected.
And is that the same for all detectors, John?
Well, yeah, because most detectors will automatically ground balance after a few seconds. So
There are some that do need ground balancing, so that's where you need to start checking your manual. we're showing you what to do with the dais. That doesn't mean that that's what happens with a
Usually set on auto
Garratt
track.
or E-Track or whatever machine that you've got. Look at your instructions, as I like to call
It's
them.
best to have it set on automatic if it has got automatic to start with, because then you know it
I can remember
gets a bit in depth otherwise.
My Garratt had coins, relics.
Well, that's your
blah, blah, blah.
programs,
Yeah.
not your ground balance.
No, I'm just. Do you know, I was getting dead bossy again. I wasn't talking
I'm not
about
getting dead
that.
bossy.
I wasn't talking
No,
about ground balance.
I was.
Yeah, I think you have to pump them.
No, you don't have to do that.
I think you do on the Garratt.
Yeah, you can do.
Sure, that's what it said. Anyway, check your instructions for your machine. Right then, John. So we're on pasture land today. So what
Pasteurised land, Ron.
what program do I need my dais running on?
You want it on wet beach.
Come on now, be serious. It's being naughty. I know we said light-hearted, but
The only trouble with the
you're
light version
interfering
of
with me.
I've not got my machine on.
Yeah, that's what I said. You're
No,
interfering.
I've not got my machine on.
Well, it just went. My machine's picking up your
You
machine.
did put it over mine as well.
Well, it's a good job I haven't got my earphones on. It's blowing
Limited.
my head off.
Turn it.
Come on.
Right. Well, I don't know until because the trouble is with the light version of the dais, it's just got numbers, and I can never remember what the numbers are. So I just got to turn my handset on with it.
That's cheating. I don't have an. You don't need
I
a
can't remember.
handset, guys.
No, you don't. Not
You
with the
don't-
dais.
You don't need a handset with the dais. All you need is these.
I generally
So, I was going to say,
number 9.
I generally go on number 9. I've got discrimination today on 6.
No, you haven't.
I have.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have. It was
Don't
on
argue.
-6.
You said 6.
I said -6.
You didn't.
It's on -6.
Let me tell him porkies
What's
now.
that? Sensitivity. Sensitivity on 90. Ground on 90. Frequency 18. F-tone. I don't know what that means, but it's on F-tone. And volume on 8. Coil 2, whatever that means. And on program 9. So in other words, program 9
It's
goes.
hot.
Yeah, it's hot. It goes deep, doesn't it, John?
It's
It's
very
the-
sensitive.
Yeah, and it's the main
Very
one
sparky.
that I use and the main one that John uses. And you always get a nice chatter in the earphones. So you've got a constant chatter, and then when you go over a signal, it should alter tone, and you hear the tone come through. Correct, John?
Something like that.
See, I'm learning. Oh, yes. Lady Jane
Oh.
isn't the stupid woman that you think she is. No, she's coming on a treat, isn't she, John?
She's doing alright.
I'm
She's doing
all
alright.
I'm doing all right. Right. I'm going to pause you now. And,
Why?
We're
What are we
gonna-
doing now?
well, I'm going to have a brew. 'Cause I'm a bit dry.
Starving.
Are you starving? We're going to have dinner. Going to
Dinner.
makes a change for him to say he wants his dinner. doesn't it?
Starving.
Right, so we're going to turn the machines off, and how you turn your machine off is you press the
Yeah.
minus and the plus together,
Yeah, it's funny old
and
set
off
up
it
that.
goes. Don't know why, but that's the way it is.
That
So,
is the way it is, unfortunately.
going to
these
catch you
days.
after lunch.
That's it.
Take care now.
Gonna do some digging,
Yeah, in a minute.
maybe.
Maybe.
Before the sun goes down in 10 minutes.
It's your fault.
It's my fault.
It's always your fault, John.
Hmm?